Hi, sixth grade. Today is Friday, March 20th. We're on day 4 of our school closure, and I wanted to show you some things that I've added for the math. If you go to your Google Classroom for math, you will see that I do have the packet, the PDF, which was there before. I've been adding the graded lessons so you can see how we worked them and you can check your work against that. I've also added a couple of videos from the lady that does our curriculum. She has writing expressions and graphing inequalities if you need to go back over those notes or look at more examples. For the RTI students, they were doing Khan Academy every other day. I've added this to this classroom, so if anyone would want to practice their math skills, you would just click on the link for Khan Academy. And click on any lesson that you would want to do. It's taking a while to load up for some reason. Click on any lesson. We have been doing the algebra, which is down here, equations and inequalities we've been working on. So you could work on lessons that go with that. They have games that you can play when you're finished with each lesson. If you feel that you need to practice with multiplication or ratios, percents, you can choose any lesson to practice on that. Also, I still have the games here for you that you can do. So those are available anytime that you can work on. The Prodigy is here, and the class code that you need is right here for that. So you would want to write that down before you start doing the Prodigy. For the science page, I added some more things this morning. I had someone contact me that they were having a little bit of trouble with the CK12 lessons. So as an alternate to that, you could use the Scholastic Classroom. There are a lot of lessons on here that you can do. I apologize for being so slow this morning. You can go into this, and this is things that are appropriate for grades 6 through 9 with the Scholastic magazines. And every day they're doing a different lesson on here, a different article that you can read through and look at. There is no homework assigned with that. It's just reading and going through the lessons to keep your mind learning. There's also virtual field trips, which I thought was interesting. There are 25 virtual field trips on here that you can do, from zoos to aquariums to museums, everything. Anything that you're interested in, you could look through those. This one is for the St. Louis Aquarium. I have not been there yet and would love to go. They're closed right now because of the closures, but you can look at their pictures that they have and do a virtual field trip with that. Also, the St. Louis Zoo has their virtual field trip that you can do. Some of you saw the sloth that they had breakfast with the sloth that morning, and it was pretty interesting to watch. I also still have the collisions game still on here, other games with science that you can do. And this is the CK12 that I had originally assigned for you. If you still want to do those, you can continue to do those, or you can do the Scholastic, whichever you prefer, or the virtual field trips. The extra credit is still here, the Google Docs. You'll need to just open that up and choose an activity. Several of you have already done that, and they were really neat to see what you wrote about and your videos. I appreciate those. So back to the math. Oops, not RTI, sorry. The sixth grade math. I wanted to show you page 7, the work for that, so you can check your work. Looking through the packet, it looks like we have enough lessons if you do one lesson per day to get you through April 14th. I'm hoping by then we're back to school. If not, I'll have something else for you to work on for math. But like I said, I'm hoping that we're back by the 14th. Okay, so we're on page 7. Let me go there. Okay, and page 7 is unit rates. Let me make this a little bigger here. Give myself a little more room to write. Okay, so we are doing unit rates, and unit rates means that you want to find how much something would cost for $1, or how much it would be for 1 ounce, or how many lawns she could mow in 1 hour for number 1. What you want to look for when you're solving these is what they're asking for. She gives you the ratio of 5 lawns in 8 hours. At this rate, how many can she mow in 40 hours? So we need to find how many she can mow in 1 hour first, and then we can multiply that by 40. So I'm going to write this out for you first. So 5 lawns in 8 hours. I want to find out how much that is in 1 hour. And it's real simple to do. You just take 5 and divide it by 8. And I got 0.625. I'm just going to leave it at that fraction. And then I need to multiply that by the 40 hours that we wanted to find. So you take the 0.625 times 40, and you get 25 lawns. Really simple to do. You're just finding out one lawn first, and then multiplying that. Now, the way you know what you're going to divide by, what number goes on bottom, is right here where they're saying 40 hours. I know I need to find how much it is for 1 hour. So all the problems are going to be like that. For number 2, it says we want to find out how much it costs for 1,100 square feet. So I'm going to find out how much it is for 1 square foot. So it says a contractor charges $1,200 for 100 square feet of roofing. At this rate, how much does it cost to have 1,100 square feet installed? So I have $1,200, and that is for 100. So I'm just going to divide 1,200 by 100, and that gets me $12 for 1 square foot. So now I need to find how much it is for 1,100 square feet. So I'm just going to take that times 1,100. And I get $13,200. Okay. All right, the next one says it takes Jill 2 hours to run 14.5 miles. At this rate, how far could she run in 3 hours? So again, I'm going to look at what do they want to know. They want to know how far she can run in 3 hours. So the hours is going to be what I'm dividing by. It's going to go on the bottom. So I have 14.5 miles in 2 hours. So I'm just going to divide that. 14.5 divided by 2 is 7.25 miles in 1 hour, or per hour, you might hear some people say. We want to find out how much she can do in 3 hours. So I'm just going to multiply that by 3, and I get 21.75 miles. And you want to ask yourself, does it make sense? If in 2 hours she runs 14.5, in 1 more hour, does it make sense that she would run 21.75? Yes, that makes sense. If you get an answer like the 7.25 for your final answer, that wouldn't make sense because in 2 hours, she's doing 14.5. So 3 would have to be a little bit more, right? So look at it that way. Number 4, Bobby catches 8 passes in 3 football games. At this rate, how many passes does he catch in 15 games? So games are what we're looking for here. So per game, we want to find out how many passes per game, right? So we have 8 passes in 3 games. So we're going to do 8 divided by 3, and that's going to get us, we get 2.6666 forever repeating. I don't want to use that number, so I'm just going to round it to 2.7. So 2.7 passes in each game. Okay. Sorry, I'm writing with my finger in case you're wondering, so it gets a little sloppy. All right, so now we need to take that times 15 games. And that gets us 40.5 passes. And we circle that answer. All right. Let me scroll down a little bit more here for number 5. Number 5 says 5 boxes of crackers cost $9. At this rate, how much do 20 boxes cost? So we're trying to find out how much the boxes for 1 box. So we want the boxes on bottom again. So we have $9 for 5 boxes. So I'm going to take 9 divided by 5, and that gets me $1.80 for 1 box. Okay. I need to find out how much for 20 boxes, so I'm going to take it times 20, and that gets me $36 for the 20 boxes. Number 6, it takes a jet 2 hours to fly 1,100 miles. At this rate, how far does it fly in 8 hours? So hours is what we're looking for. We want to find out per hour, okay? So flies 1,100 miles in 2 hours. We want to know how much 1 hour first. So 1,100 miles divided by 2 hours gets me 550 miles per hour. Now I want to find out how far they go in 8 hours. So times 8 is 4,400. Oh, wow. Sorry about that. Finger slipped. 4,400 miles. Okay. All right. Now, the next page still has some that go with this. This was kind of a longer lesson. So we're going to keep going here. Number 7. It takes Dan 32 minutes to complete 2 pages of math homework. At this rate, how many pages does he complete in 200 minutes? So we want to find out how many pages per minute, which is going to be a decimal. So we have 2 pages in 32 minutes. Okay, so we need to find out how much that is for 1. So 2 divided by 32 is going to be a small number. We're going to have 0.0625. I'm just using the whole decimal here. Pages in 1 minute. So he's just doing a fraction of a page per minute. Okay. Now we want to find out how much in 200 minutes. So we're going to take that times 200, and we get 12.5 pages. And I would say that must be some difficult math work if he's only getting that little bit done. I don't think I'll give you anything that difficult. Okay, number 8. Kendra gets a paycheck of $300 after 5 days of work. At this rate, how much does she get paid after working 24 days? So first, we have to find out how much she gets paid per day. So we have $300 for 5 days. That's our ratio they gave us. And we're going to divide 300 by 5 to find out how much per day. And that gets you $60 per day. Okay. Now we want to find out how much she gets paid after 24 days. So we're going to take that times 24. And 60 times 24 is $1,440. Okay, number 9, Tim installs 50 square feet of his floor in 45 minutes. At this rate, how long does it take him to install 495 square feet? So again, we're trying to find first how much it is per foot, per square foot, sorry. So 45 minutes goes on top, and 50 square feet goes on bottom. So now we're going to do 45 divided by 50 to find out how much it is for 1 square foot. And that is 0.9 minutes. So not even a whole minute for 1 square foot. He's a pretty quick worker. And then we will find out how much it is for 495 square feet. So we take that times 495. And we get 445.5 minutes. And it doesn't say to do this, but if you wanted to convert that to hours, you would divide that by 60, because there are 60 minutes in an hour, and you would get 7.425 hours. So either answer would be fine. Okay, number 10. Whoa, too far. Number 10 says Talon buys 5 ounces of tea leaves for $2.35. At this rate, how much money does she need to buy 12 ounces of tea leaves? So we need to find out how much per ounce first. So ounce is going to go on bottom. We have $2.35 for 5 ounces. And we're going to divide that. 235 divided by 5 is 47 cents per ounce. And then we want to find out how much it is for 12 ounces. So we're going to take that times 12, and we get $5.64. Now, number 11 says in problem 10, how would your work be different if you were asked to find ounces of tea leaves Talon could buy with $10? That does change things, because now we're finding out how many ounces she could get for $1 and then taking that times 10. So we have to do things backwards, really. So we're doing 5 ounces on top and the money on bottom, 235. Now we're going to divide 5 by 235, and we get 2.13 ounces per dollar. Oops. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to take that times $10. And we get 21.3 ounces that she can buy with her $10. So you can see from this problem that it really does make a difference what they're trying to find. If they're trying to find per dollar or per ounce, you're going to need to divide by that to get your answer correct. Otherwise, you'll get it flipped upside down and it won't make any sense. Okay. I did want to say, if anybody has any questions about any of this, feel free to email me. You have my email on here. It's rrenfro@chester139.com. I have my email up all day, and I can help you with any problems that you're having, walk you through it if you need to. If you're having problems with science or math, just let me know. It's no problem. You won't be bothering me. I'm bored at home too, just like you are. So I miss you guys, and I'm hoping that we'll be back in school soon. I miss my classroom and all of you kids. I hope you guys are staying healthy and happy and enjoy your day. I'll talk to you tomorrow.